also. Okay. Okay, so this is one of the new one problem for transportation. So we are interested today in modified distribution method, or in other terms, it is MODI method. So we are interested in MODI method. So you have warehouses W1, W2, W3, and factories F1, F2, F3, and these are the cost of transportation. So let us not waste time. Let us just simply go on with the initial solution. So first step is to get the initial solution. Let me just write these steps. So step one is to get the initial solution. Okay. So we are interested in initial solution. So for initial solution, I can use any of these methods, north, west, corner method, or I can use a LCM method, or I can use a VAM method. Okay. Now, if you are given with only the numerical, nothing is mentioned, which method you should prefer? Who will answer this? If I have not been given with any of the methods specified in the problem, which method I should prefer? Which method I should prefer?
VAM method.
Yes, VAM method should be preferred. Okay, VAM method is preferred because VAM method gives close to approximation. Okay, so it will give you close values to the optimum value, and the number of iterations that are required in the MODI method will be reduced. Okay, so we should go with the VAM method. So either we can go here also with the VAM method, or we can go with the least cost method, or with the northwest corner method. So for the purpose of our fast doing the solution, I'm going with the least cost method. This is my way of doing it. You can use VAM method also. There is no problem with VAM method or LCM method or an NWCM method, that is northwest corner method. So for this problem, I am using LCM method. So if I see the least cost is 8, isn't it? So for this, I'll make an allocation. So allocation is 160, 120. So I'll make 120 allocation here, and this will become 0. This will become 40. This will be eliminated, correct? Sir, I already okay. So now let us see what is the next minimum value. What is the next minimum value?
12.
12, exactly. So 12. I'll go with the 12. Again, I'll make an allocation here. This is 200. This is 150. How much I should allocate?
150.
150. So I'll allocate 150 here, and this will get 0. This will get 50. This will get eliminated, correct? Then next is 14. So 14, I'll make an allocation here. Allocation will be 40. This row will get eliminated. Okay, this will become 0. This will become 140. Then next is 16. So 16, I'll make an allocation of 50, eliminating this to 0. Okay, similarly, this will become 90. 90 will become 0. Last allocation will be here, 90. This will become 0, correct? Any doubts up to this point? I hope there is no doubt up to this point. Any doubt, students?
No, sir.
Okay, this is for the fast solving of the problem. I have done this. You can take any method you like. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is step number 2. Step number 2, optimization. Optimization using mode.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, students. So I think there is some problem with my internet connection. It's showing unstable internet. Okay. Anyhow, let us continue. So we have here, we have got the allocations here. Okay, no problems with the allocation now. So before going to more, and the T, what is T? T is the transportation cost. So transportation cost will be 16 into 50 plus 12 into 150 plus 14 into 40 plus 8 into 120 plus 26 into 90. Please calculate this. By the time I'll draw the table. Please calculate and tell me the answer. Calculate, students, please tell me the answer. What is the cost of transportation?
Six four 60, sir.
6,006. Okay. What is the value?
6460.
Can you repeat it, please?
6460.
Okay, 6460. 6,460. Correct? 20. Okay, so for modified distribution method, the table I am going to create is this. You can write these values of supply and demand here. Okay, anyhow, this was a balanced problem. So you can write the values, or if you don't want, you can neglect them also. Okay, now first step in a MODI method is to calculate n, m plus n minus 1. What is this? This is number of allocations, isn't it? Number of allocations is m plus n minus 1. M is 3, n is 3, m is number of rows. So number of rows is 1, 2, 3. So 3, n is also 3, 1, 2, 3. So m plus n is 3 plus 3 minus 1 is equal to 6 minus 1 is equals to 5. Correct? So number of allocations is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we can see there are 5 allocations. Correct? Any doubts up to this point, students?
No, sir.
Okay. So let me say that here we have got the values. So the next step is that we need for occupied cells, Cij is equal to Ui plus Vj, isn't it? Is the formula correct, students? Is the formula correct?
Yes,
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts in the formula? Okay. So I am going to create one column, row here and one column here. Okay. So these column will be for VI values, UI values for row, and this will be Vi values or Vj values. Okay. So now for occupied cell, for occupied cells, we have Cij is equal to Ui plus Vj. Any doubts up to this point? Any doubt, students?
Sir.
Because up to this point it is important. So if there's any doubt, ask me now. No? So shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then next step is we find the row or column with maximum allocation. So we see the row 1 allocation is 1, 2. Okay. So 2 allocations. So I'm just writing for my purpose. You don't need to write in the solution. So here we have 2 allocations. Here also we have 2 allocations. Here I am having 1 allocation. Here I am having 3 allocations. Here I am having 1 allocation. Here I am having 1 allocation. Which one is maximum? So column 1. So what we will do is we will take V1 as 0. Okay. So if I take V1 as 0, I can simply write U1 as, should I write all the formulas? So what becomes here? C11 is equal to U1 plus V1, implying that C11 is 16, isn't it? This is 16. 16 is equal to U1 plus V1 is 0, implying that U1 is equal to what? 16. So can I write 16 here? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, similarly, can I write C21 is equal to U2 plus V1, implying that 14 is equal to U2 plus 0, implying that U2 is equal to 14. Can I write 14 here? Is it C21, second row, first column. Similarly, C31 will be equal to U3
26.
plus V1, implying that 26 is equal to U3 plus 0, implying that U3 is equal to 26. So I can write 26 here. Any doubts up to this point?
Sir, all
doubts,
these
students?
calculations need to show in exam, sir. From
Yes, you have to
starting.
write all these calculations. You have to write all these
Everyone.
formulas. Okay, for every occupied cell, you have to write these formulas. So it will be 26, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, similarly, can we write for cell C22? C22 is equals to U2 plus V2. Can I write for this? So this will be implying that 8 is equal to U2. U2 is 14. 14 plus V2, implying that V2 is equal to 14 minus 8 is 6, and that will be minus 6. Correct? So this is minus 6. Is it correct, students?
Yes, sir.
Simply again, then we will say C13 is equal to U1 plus V3, implying that, where is C13? C13 is equal to 12. This is 1, 3. So 1, 3 is 12. 12 is equal to, so 12 is equal to U3 is, sorry, U1 is 16. 16 plus V3, implying that V3 is equal to what? V3 is equal to 16 minus 12 is minus 4.
Minus 4.
Minus 4. Correct? Any doubts up to this point?
No, sir.
Any doubts, students? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, then for unoccupied cells, for unoccupied cells, for unoccupied cells, Dij, that is the deficiency, is equal to Cij minus of Ui plus Vj, isn't it? Okay, so how many unoccupied cells are there? This is one unoccupied cell. So I'll create a block here. Then this is also one unoccupied cell. So I'll create a block here. This is also unoccupied cell. So I'll create a block here. This is also unoccupied cell. So I'll create a block here. Correct? Any doubts? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll start with the first one, that is D12 is equal to C12 minus of U1 plus V2, implying that 20 minus U1, this is U, U1 is equal to what? U1 is equals to 16 plus V2 is equals to minus 6. Okay, so we have 20 minus 12 or 20 minus 10, so 10. Is it correct, students?
Yes.
So this is 10. Similarly, D23 is equals to C23 minus of U2 plus V3 is equal to 18 minus of 14 minus 4. So this will be equal to 8. Correct? Is it correct, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us go for the third. D32 is equal to C32 minus of U3 plus V2, that is equal to 24 minus of U3 is 26 minus 6 equal to 4. Correct? Is it correct, students?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, the last one is D33 is equal to C33 minus of U3 plus V3. That will be equal to 16 minus of 26 minus 4. So 22 minus 16 is minus 6. Correct? Is it correct, students?
Yes.
Is the values correct, students?
Yes.
Okay. Is it correct, students?
Yes, sir.
Now, who will tell me the condition for optimality?
Dij greater
Hmm.
Dij greater than 0, then it is the optimal solution.
Condition for optimality. Condition for optimality. If Dij is greater than 0, then optimal. Correct?
Yes, sir.
If Dij is equal to 0.
Exist alternate solution.
Alternate solution, correct. And the last one is if Dij is less than 0.
New solution to be
New
found.
solution.
Correct. New solution to be found. Okay. Up to this point, we have studied in the last class. Correct. So now what I need to do is if the if there is no doubt up to this point, then we'll proceed. Okay. Any doubts? Ask me now.
So the
No
Dij
doubts?
we would be having for all the values, no sir? We'd be checking
Sorry.
for all the values, no? If they are less, greater or equal to 0 for optimality.
Yes, we have to see for all the values. Like you see in this problem, all these values, this is positive. This is also positive. This is also positive. So if we see only these three values, we will say that our solution is optimal.
Okay.
But when we see these fourth value is negative.
Yes.
So even if one quantity is negative, then the solution is not optimal. Okay. Even if one quantity is 0, then that means that there is an alternative solution. If all the values are positive, then only we say that it's a optimal solution. Okay.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now let us proceed to the next step. Next step is to find the path. Okay. What does this path indicates? Path indicates where this particular cell is to be included in the basic solution. That means we have to include this cell. If we are not including this cell, per unit we are having a deficiency of 6 rupees. Okay, so we have to make an allocation such that this cell should be included in the solution. Okay, and this cell should be extracted of the solution. But this I am not very sure about it. I will not say about this cell now, but I am very sure about this cell, that this cell needs to be included. Okay, this will automatically get eliminated. I'll tell you how, but for now let us say that this cell is to be included. Correct? Any doubts up to this point? Any doubts, students?
No, sir.
Why this cell is to be included? Because this is having a deficiency value of -6. Correct? Is it correct, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
So
please repeat
then
it.
we start. Okay, I'll repeat it once again. If any value of Dij is negative, that indicates that per unit this amount is to be reduced. Okay, we can reduce the total cost of transportation by 6 rupees into number of units if we include this cell into the solution. Since now this cell is not in the solution, we are losing 6 rupees per unit. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes,
So
sir.
we need to include this cell into solution. What does it mean? It means that we need to have some allocation here. This cell should not be unoccupied. Now this cell is in unoccupied cell. We want to occupy this cell. We want to give some allocation to this cell. Okay. Is it correct now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'll do is then I'll create a path. So for that path, I'm using some other color, say green I'll use. So from this point, I'll mark a point here. I'll mark a point here, say X. Okay. This X or Y or Z or no point, just a simple dot is also okay for you. Okay. So from this point, I'll move either upwards or towards the left or towards the right or towards down. Okay. I can move in any direction. I have to move where there is an allocation. So I'll move from here, I'll go top, or I can go towards left. Any direction is okay for me. Okay, so from here I am going towards up. This is my way. You can use the other way also. Okay, so for now I am just moving from the allocation. Wherever there is no allocation, I have to move straight. Where there is an allocation, I can move straight or I can take a turn. Okay, now if I'm from here, I'm starting, then I'm going towards up. So there is no allocation in this cell, so I cannot stop here. I have to move ahead. Then I move ahead. Then there is an allocation. If there is an allocation, I can take a turn. So I can take a turn. So I'll go towards left. Again, in this, there is no allocation, so I cannot stop here. I have to move ahead. Now there is an allocation, so I can stop here. At this point, I can take a turn. So I'm taking a turn here. If I take a turn here, I can stop here. Okay, there is an allocation here. Okay, so I can take a turn or I can move ahead. At the point of allocation, it is up to me whether I want to take a turn or whether I don't want to take a turn. Okay, so now for this point, I'm taking another pen, say, let us say black I'm taking. So at this point, I can take a turn. If I take a turn, then this is the allocation. At this allocation, I have to move either straight or I have to take a turn. Okay, but say, let us say if I take a turn here, then there is no allocation and I cannot reach back to this particular cell. So this particular turn is not good. So I'm not taking this turn. If I move back, then I'll reach this point where I cannot take a turn, and even this path cannot be repeated. So this is also not correct. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my green pen, and from here I'm not taking a turn. Just hold on for a second. One side. I think one side. पुराने पेपर है सारे. Okay, so sorry for the disturbance. So here I'm not taking a turn, I'm just going ahead. Okay, so if I go ahead, then again there is a allocation. At this allocation, I can take a turn and I can reach back to my original cell. Correct? What I need to do is, let me just draw it for you here. So I have these 9 cells. I have started from this point. I've gone up, then a turn, and then a closed path. So what I need is I need to have a closed path. Okay, this is very important. The path must be closed. So the cell from where you are starting, you have to come back to that own cell. Okay, and you can take a turn only if there is an allocation. If there are no allocation, you cannot take turns. Okay, like for this location. So here, and okay, and in these points you cannot take any turn. Where you can take turn, where there is an allocation. Is it clear, students? Any doubts? I'll repeat it once again. Wherever there is the maximum negative value for an unoccupied cell, say for example, this is -6. In this problem, we have got only one negative value. For example, if we would have got this also as -4 and this also as -6, we would have selected maximum value, that is -6. Okay, we would not select any value which is smaller. We will select the maximum negative value. Correct? So we have selected this cell. Once we have selected this cell, we have to create a closed path. That is, from this cell, we will start the path and we have to come back to this cell only. Okay. And you can take a turn only at the allocations. You cannot take a turn where there is no allocation. Is it clear, students? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts up to this point?
No, sir.
Okay. So when you have got a closed path. So can I rub the other remaining parts? Let me just rub this. And let me go back to my blue pen. So we have this. This is 18, na? This is 8. Okay. So we have a path which starts from this point, go to this point, then take a turn, then we'll reach this point, take a turn, and come back to its original position. Correct? Up to this point, any doubts to any student? Last time I'm asking, if there's any doubt, please ask now.
Sir, if we take
No?
the left turn, then
That is also possible. Let me take a black pen then, and then we'll do that point also. Okay,
Sir?
say from here, I would have taken a left turn. Okay, so from this point, again, I would have taken plus, again here, again back. So this will be the same path. That is why I said
Sir.
it is up to you whether you go up, whether you go towards left, the same path will be followed. Okay.
sir,
Any doubts? Somebody was asking doubt. Yes.
even
Aditya, tell me.
at
Hello?
40 in the first column, second row, and
Yes.
there can we take the turn, sir, to 120 while we are coming from the left turn?
Yes, you can take a turn here. From here, you want to take a turn like this, correct? Okay, if you
Yes.
take a turn here, at this point, you can take turn up or you can take turn down, correct?
Yes.
Or you can move ahead, correct?
Yes.
But if you see, this is the last cell here. If you move up, from here, this is the last cell. There are no
Okay.
further up rows, correct? And this cell is unoccupied. You cannot take a turn. So your path will end here only. But we need a closed path. So this is not an option, correct? If you see
Yes.
this path, if you take a turn, again here also this is the last row and there is no allocation here. So this also you cannot take.
Okay.
Here also if you see, this is the last column. There is no allocation here. So this also you cannot take. So if you take this turn, there is no further going ahead. So this also is not a correct option. The option is you have to move top. Here you have an allocation. Here you can take a turn. Correct?
Yes.
What you need to do is you need to make a closed path. Anyhow, you have to come back to this position.
Sir,
I'm
there
not
is no
saying that this
diagonal
can only be
movement.
a path. No diagonal movements, only vertical or horizontal. A path can be like this. You can have a path like this. This is also a closed path. If there are allocations here, 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 and here. Okay. A closed path can be this also. If you have a very big problem, then this can also be a part of your movement. But anyhow, you have to come back to the original point.
Okay.
Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, once your path is created, then what you need to do is the point where you start, you have to write plus. Okay. And every alternate turn, you have to write minus. So this will be minus. Then alternate path will be plus. This will be minus. But my point?
Sir,
Yes, ask me. Somebody was asking question.
for first path, we have taken for first path, sir, green.
Green path.
We
Okay.
have
Yes.
taken
We have taken turn 40 to 90. If we take 40 to 120, then 4 is minus 6. It is possible, sir.
This is what I said, na? You cannot take a turn from 40. From 40, if you take a turn, you will go to 120, correct?
Yes, sir.
And from 120, where will you go? From 120, you can go up. From 120, you
4.
can go down. Or from 120, you can go ahead. In all these three cases, there aren't any turns you can take. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So your path will not get closed. Where you can take a turn? You can take a turn only at the allocated cell. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'll repeat it
Sir.
once again. Huh.
Sir, I am not getting this minus 6, sir. Why we are considering maximum minus 6?
Okay. Let me just draw it once again because there are a lot of paths here. We are not able to get it. Let me just draw it once again here. So I'll just draw the values. We have an allocation here. 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 And we have an allocation here. Okay. Now this value is minus 6. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why we have considered this minus 6? Because our test of optimality says that if any value, Dij value is less than 0, then you have to find a new solution.
Okay.
Okay. So only this minus 6 is the negative value in these all Dij values. Correct? Everything is positive. 10, 8, 4, minus 6. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So whichever is having the most negative value, we will select that cell. So I have selected this cell. So I have selected this cell, that this cell is going to be my cell where I want to make an allocation. Okay. Because if I'm leaving this cell, I'm not making an allocation here. I'm getting a loss of 6 rupees per unit. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Is it understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, once this is selected, then our need is to find a path. This path will allow us to make allocation and to remove some other allocations. Okay. How to create a path is shown here. So what I need to do is from this point, I need to create a closed path. Okay. There is no diagonal movement, either vertical or horizontal. Only these two motions are allowed. Okay. Is it understood now? From this, you can go either vertical or you can go horizontal. Understood, students? I
Yes, sir.
cannot go from this point. I cannot go like this. I cannot. Either I can go vertically or I can go horizontally. Is it understood now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So if it is clear, then let us start drawing the path. Okay. So we have an allocation here, and this is our problem. Let us forget about the values now. I'm not interested in values now. Okay. What I'm interested in is path. Okay. So for this, from here, I can go either upwards or I can go towards left. This is up to you. You can take any turn, okay, any path, okay. Anyhow, you have to come back to this path only, okay. So this doesn't make any difference. So let me just start from here. I'm going towards left. So if I'm going towards left, this is the first cell, which is unoccupied cell, okay. If this is unoccupied cell, I cannot take a turn. So what I'll do is I'll keep moving ahead. Okay. Any doubts at this point? Since this cell is unoccupied, this cell is unoccupied. Unoccupied cell means go ahead, no movement. Okay. Is it correct now? Is it understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next cell is occupied cell. Occupied cell, when you reach to an occupied cell, you have two options. Go ahead or take a turn. Okay. Since this is the last column, we cannot go ahead, isn't it? Yahan kuch hai hi nahi, there is nothing. So you cannot go ahead. So you have to take a turn. Correct? Is it understood? So from this point, I am taking a turn towards up. Okay. Then this cell is also occupied cell. So at this cell, I can go ahead or I can take a turn. Let us say that I am taking a turn. So let me just draw a rough line here. So if I'm taking this turn, at this cell, this is also an occupied cell. I can go ahead or I can take a turn. So let me write the options. This is one option, this is one option, and this is one option. Correct? Any doubts up to this point? Hello?
No, sir.
Any doubts, student? So at this point, if I go ahead, this is an occupied cell, no turning allowed. So this is not an option for me. Correct? At this cell, there is no occupancy. So I have to go ahead, but ahead there is nothing. So I cannot take this go ahead option in this occupied cell. Correct? Is it correct, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if I take this upturn in this cell, if I take upturn, the same thing will be getting repeated. Here also there are no allocations, so I cannot take turn. So this option is also not valid for me. Understood? Is it understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Now if I take this downturn, I'll be coming back to the path, isn't it? And I cannot repeat this. Anyhow, this is also not an occupied cell. Okay.
Yes.
So I cannot take this turn also. So if I cannot move anywhere from this cell, should I take this turn?
No, sir.
If from this cell I cannot move anywhere, then should I take this turn? No. So if I do not take this turn, then what I'll do is from this cell, I'll move ahead and reach to this point. From this point, I can take a turn and I'll move to this point. I can take a turn back to my original position. So this can be my path. Correct?
Yes.
Understood now?
Yes.
Who was that girl? Swati.
हाँ sir.
Did you get it now, Swati?
Yes sir. Okay.
Anybody else who's having any doubt? Anyone who's having any doubt? No one? Should I rub all this? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me just rub it here because I have this all in my notes. Okay, so let us go back to our problem here. The problem was we have got the path. Okay. Now once you have got the path, then from the point where you have started, we will mark 1 plus. Okay. From the point where you started, the unoccupied deficiency cell. Okay. At this point, we will mark plus. Next turn, I'll write minus. Next turn, I'll write plus. Next turn, I'll write minus. Okay. Is it understood? Every alternate turn, the sign will get changed. So if this is plus, next will be minus. If this is minus, next will be plus. If this is plus, next will be minus. And if you see the problem when we were discussing, like say, if we have a path like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, say we have a path like this, and I have started from here. So this will be plus, this will be minus, 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 this will be plus, this will be minus. Got it? Every turn, the sign should get changed. So this is plus, this is minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. Correct? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. If there's no doubt, then let me tell you this, that why this plus and minus is being written. So if this is plus and minus is written, this indicates that at this point, we are interested in giving some allocation. Okay. Okay, so at this point, I'm interested in giving allocation. If I'm interested in giving allocation, that allocation will imbalance my problem, because all these solutions are already constraint free. Hai? We have already got a solution which is constraint free, means satisfying all the constraints. If I give some allocation here, my constraints will get disturbed, isn't it? So what I'll do is, if I make an allocation here, I will subtract the same allocation from this cell. If I subtract an allocation from this cell, then this column will also get disturbed, isn't it? So if this column gets disturbed, then I need to balance this problem. So if I'm subtracting some quantity from here, I should add that quantity here. If I add a quantity here, then this row will also get the imbalance. So for subtracting that value, this value should be subtracted from this cell, making this row also balanced. Okay. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Have a balancing problem. Okay. I think we have ended with the time. I'm sorry, I'm getting some calls from the head of the department. So I'll have to stop here today. Have you taken the snapshot?
Good
snapshot? Aditya?